this is your first time here, thanks for clicking into the video. I appreciate greatly. If this is your second or third or fourth or last time here, thank you very much. I appreciate you greatly. Lots of appreciation going on. Welcome to my reality. Today is a tiny little story, something I have mentioned before, and just to fill you in on some details. All right. So today's story is entitled Miles Goes Dancing. Back in the early 90s, I met this girl. There's always a girl in these stories. Eve Lindy. Eve, if you're watching this, hi. Eve, I met at a party at my brother's place. And to make a long story short, she mentioned this place called Dance Friday in Watertown. Now, at the time, I was living in Boston, directly on Commonwealth Ave in Kenmore Square, for the kingly sum of, are you ready for it? $500. That same apartment did is probably worth $4,000, and it was a box. Nonetheless, I lived in this kingly space. It was like 2 rooms and a bathroom. This kingly space for $500 on Commonwealth Avenue. And Eve told me about this place called Dance Friday. And the reason why she told me about this place called Dance Friday, we were dancing together, and she's like, "Wow, you're a really good dancer." It's like, "Gee, thanks. You should try out this place I know called Dance Friday." Dance Friday, as it turns out, is part of a community of dances. I don't know whether or not they're still running or not. I assume they still are. Community-run dances. Dance Friday, Dance Freedom, which happens on Wednesday nights in Boston, or used to happen on Wednesday nights in Boston, probably may not happen because of, and they are part of a much larger organization called Dance New England. And there are several sister dances that are all under this umbrella called Dance New England. And they're basically just weekly dances. So you're going to ask, a dance? What kind of dance are they doing? It's freestyle dance. The way that Eve tried to describe this to me did not work. So the way that I'm going to describe it to you is the way that I used to describe it to people. And it's this. Dance Friday is a lot like going into a bar to go dancing. It's dimly lit. There's lots of smoking, lots of drinking. People are inebriated, hence the reason why they're in a bar. And if you want to dance, there's this tiny little postage stamp of a dance space, and the music is awful. And it's very loud. And the one key component is that if you want to actually dance and you're a woman, there's lots of men grabbing at you. Hey, baby. That whole thing. Now imagine, if you will, going to Dance Friday, where the dance space is 100 times that size, and there's no smoking, no drinking, no drugs, people are not inebriated, there's no grabbing of anything. You can dance with whoever you want, as often as you want, or as little as you want, or dance by yourself or not dance at all. You pay $5, walk in the door, you can do whatever you want in that space. And here's the kicker. The part that will make most women go, "Really?" Yeah. The participants all understand the meaning of the word no. No, I do not want to dance with you. No, I do not want to be anywhere near you. No, I want to have my own space. Thank you very much. Or just a hand, and they go on their merry way. It's a miracle. Isn't that how things should be? That is Dance Friday in a nutshell. So how did I get involved with the dance community? Well, I walked in after 2 years of looking for this place, after Eve had told me about this place. After 2 years of looking, I finally found it. I walked up this long stairwell that turned into another long stairwell, got to the top of the stairs, handed them the kingly sum of $5, and then walked into the dance space and was blown away. There must have been at least 150 people in the room at that point in time. And they're all grooving. There's no smoking, no drinking, and it's just a dance party the way that you envision a dance party happening. People grooving, people dancing in groups, by themselves, in couples. Oh, it's amazing. It was just amazing. I fell in love instantaneously. OMG. I found my peeps. for years I felt out of place, like I had no home. I didn't have a home anyways. But now I felt like the moment I walked in that door, I felt like I had family for the first time in years. So consequently, Mr. Miles, that became my new thing. Every Friday night, I could not wait for Fridays. I could not wait for Fridays to happen. And when they did, it was just like, yes, I have to get there, I have to get there, I have to get there. Just give me, get up those stairs and pay the $5, get in the door. It was like that for months and months and months. And I told all my friends, you gotta go to Dance Friday. And I tried to drag them to it, and some of them got behind of it, some of them didn't, most of them didn't, because it was too weird for them. That's too strange for me, Miles. I can't do that. These people are too aggressive for me. Dude, I wanted to share it with people. So I turned inward and got deeper into my groove, as it were. And in turning into my groove, I started to want to help out the dance. So first I started working the door, because that meant you got in free for the night. And I was running a little shy on cash at that point. Business was not so good. I was a graphic designer at that point in time, doing a lot of image prep work for Graphics Express at that point. And that would lead to other things, which I'll talk about later. Not in this video, but later on. But things were rather tight at that point. But I had just enough money to pay the rent, and that was the important part. So doing the door led to helping with cleanup. And helping with cleanup meant eventually you're going to start producing, and that's exactly what I did. So I started producing. Went through the producer training program that they had, spent a month shadowing people, and then started producing on my own. And that meant I could talk in the middle of the circle. So what that means is that there are community announcements. There's first half, which is pleasant music. Then there's second half, but in between there's usually a middle where people stop and talk and give community announcements, and there may be a community class, there may be a community presentation, and then their second half, and the music is Get Your Groove On. And it's usually 2 different DJs. The first half is usually about 2 hours, second half is usually about 3 hours. And it's a pleasant experience for $5. It really is. So I started doing announcements for people and getting deeper into the community and hanging out with people. And that's when things took a little turn for the worse. Let's not get into the details, but suffice it said that I ran a little sour of Dance Friday and Dance Freedom and Dance New England in general. It was a misunderstanding, and it all eventually got cleared up, but it soured me on the entire experience. So much so that it left not only a nasty taste in my mouth, but a nasty taste in other people's mouths. And it was not a pleasant experience to be in that environment for a little while, for about 2 years afterwards. Yeah, not pleasant. Anyways, why am I telling you this? So, what you're seeing right now is the center of camp. Well, actually, center of camp is over there, and I showed you a little bit on the way out here. And the Vanlife community and communities like this is not actually Vanlife community, this is more nomad community, and they're very different. Vanlifers are somewhat solitary. Really, I don't look like that at all. But they do come together and hang out. There's some Vanlifers here. But this is the nomad community that I've hooked up with. This experience reminds me of that Dance Friday experience. It's like, I finally found my peeps, I'm home. But I learned a very important lesson from that. And that was, you know what? I don't need to get involved. Let other people organize, let other people do their thing, help out when you can, but come and go, and leave it at that. This is what that reminds me of. I made a tactical error 20 years ago, 30 years ago, with the dance community. I'm not going to make that again. It's a lovely group of folks. Nice folks, nice peeps. Don't need to go down the road. We'll keep it right there. I think that's enough yapping for today. Now you know a little bit more about me. I know. You're like, gosh, Miles, tell me more. I don't think so. Anyways, thanks a bunch for listening. Thanks a bunch for watching. I appreciate greatly. If you like this stuff, smash that like button down below. Definitely helps out the channel. While you're at it, you might want to hit the subscribe button. I'm just saying. I need the subs. 1,000 subs. 4,000 watch hours. Desperately need it so I can get monetized. All right. Thanks a bunch for watching. Appreciate your time, your patience, and your patronage. I hope you folks have a lovely day wherever you are. And I will see you somewhere along that road. Bye.